Bloodshed in KwaZulu-Natal continues, 3 years after the Moerane Commission of Inquiry finalised its report on political killings. At least 6 people have been murdered in the province in the lead-up to the 2021 municipal elections. eNCA senior reporter Dasen Thathiah filed this special report.
An estimated 80 political murders in KwaZulu-Natal between 2011 and 2017. A 15 million rand Commission of Inquiry. 63 witnesses testifying for over a year. And ultimately, a report with only 13 generic recommendations.
There is no reason why the ANC should fail to implement the findings in this report within its capacity, and I do believe it has the capacity.
Since then, the ANC has also had its hands full with other pressing matters, namely the brewing unhappiness within its ranks. In the lead-up to the 2021 local government elections, it came to a head.
We love ANC. We're not going to go for any opposition party. But now what we want, the leadership from the national must come and assist here in KZN. There are a lot of corruption that's going on here in KZN.
Mkhize felt his efforts to become a councillor were being sabotaged.
Who took my ID number and go to Home Affairs and register me as I died? Because now on the system of the IEC, I'm appearing as a deceased.
He eventually made it onto the list, but never got to serve his community. Siyabonga Mkhize and activist Mzukisi Nyanga were gunned down in Cato Crest just 2 weeks before the elections. 2 others were also shot and wounded. About a month earlier, 8 people were shot at an ANC meeting in Inanda. 3 women died at the roadside.
KZN going for election was always bloody. It's not just a new thing. It was always bloody, 2011, 2016. For the fact that today we talk about 1, 2, 3, it was never in KZN. KZN was almost every day. There have been arrests. The team has done very good work. People that have been arrested and put in the hands of the police, there are 284 since the team came.
I heard the Minister of Police, the National Minister of Police, giving an account of the number of people that have been arrested, connected to the killings that have been taking place in KwaZulu-Natal. That's another side of the story. Then there's the reality on the ground. And the reality on the ground is that the killings are still ongoing, that perceptibly, they have not abated. When I say perceptibly, because I do not have the statistics to match these killings with the previous killings, but they have perceptibly not abated. And that's a cause for serious concern when outbreaks of violence just occur at random when and as the perpetrators want to do it.
Professor PAULUS Zulu, an academic with decades of experience researching violence in KwaZulu-Natal, gave evidence at the Moerane Commission in 2017. He made strong recommendations on what could be done to ease the bloodshed. So, if the solutions are clear, why are people still dying?
The absence of political will. And I do suspect or infer that the absence of political will is a result, it's a function of the benefits that come with some of the ills that befall this country. For instance, if there were no tender processes or tenders, then it would be very difficult for incumbents in political office to benefit from the activities of government, to benefit personally from the activities of government, instead of spending on social services and all other services, there would be no money coming to themselves because there would be no tenders. And at the heart of the tender system, it is literally the best possible avenue for corruption and self-enrichment.
The KwaZulu-Natal Premier and ANC Provincial Chairperson, SIHLE ZIKALALA, says the party is serious about implementing the recommendations of the report.
We have mandated the Treasury in KwaZulu-Natal to look on how we can ensure that procurement is transparent and done in a way that even people outside will be able to follow or to observe. So Treasury is working on that. But for now, you will know that we've categorized that procurement for a big project should be assessed even before they are issued.
But he also blames the ongoing murders on the weaknesses in crime intelligence.
We are emphasizing to run political classes, as it was said that parties must educate their members about democracy, about political tolerance. So we are doing that as the ANC. But secondly, there is a need to consolidate and rebuild the capacity of the intelligence structures so that we'll be able to gather the information where there are tension or threats before people are killed. But secondly, intelligence help also in trying to identify sources even to assist investigation. So at a government level, that is the plan that we've put in place.
To date, no one has been arrested for any of the latest political killings in the province.
Investigations are continuing. We could have done better, but one is not very unhappy, especially there are people with the 3 women that were picked up and questioned. There is a progress on that one, though no arrest has been done. When I was here at Mkhize, we announced that 2 people were picked up for questioning. I think we are moving much quicker there. Announcement might be soon.
There are renewed fears of disruptions and violence during the municipal elections, but police say they are prepared.
For now, about 23,000 voting stations have been profiled. We know that are giving us bigger problems, and there will be extra deployment there, and police are preparing on that.
In 2018, then Premier Willies Mkhunu expressed this wish.
There will be work in the lead up to the elections of 2019, and particularly even after 2019, whether I'm there or not, I hope that government that will be there will run with the program of ensuring that the forthcoming local government elections are particularly free of killings of politicians.
It's brutally clear now his wish hasn't come true. And 3 years later, the ANC-led government is still talking about working hard for peace.
It has become a stigma of KwaZulu-Natal, and we must work hard to get rid of this stigma and restore peace and stability in the province.
But it's too late for some to benefit from any future promise of peace.
I think they're going to help me. I think they're going to help me because I've got an affidavit that mentioned that I'm Siyabonga Mkhize. With my ID document, they can see that I'm alive.
Dasen Thathiah in Durban.